Thanks, Dan. It was not looking good here last night with the Mets leading 3-2 in the 8th inning, but a couple swings of the bat flipped the game around, and that is why we are back here tonight for a winner-take-all Game 3. The winner of this one, they move on to the National League Division Series, where they will take on the Philadelphia Phillies. Jackson Chourio, he was introduced to the world last night as a superstar in this league. 2 home runs, including the game-tying home run in the bottom of the 8th. That was followed moments later by the biggest swing of Garrett Mitchell's career. He gave the Brewers a 5-3 lead with his first postseason home run of his career. Devin Williams held it down from there, and that puts us right here for Game 3 tonight. So the stage is set. One team is on a flight to Philadelphia in the morning. The other team has a date on the golf course this weekend. Winner take all, Game 3. This is what sports is all about. Here in Milwaukee, I'm Drew Celli, Newswatch 12. Thanks, Lyric. It's baseball's best team against arguably baseball's best pitcher. But this is not the first time this season the Brewers have gotten a chance to take swings at Paul Skeens. The two teams squared off back on June 25th right here in Milwaukee with Skeens on the mound, and the Brewers got to him as they put up 4 runs in 4 innings in what was Skeens' shortest outing of the season. Now, on that day, the Brewers improved to 45-36 and were 3 games behind the Cubs for first place in the NL Central. Since that day, the Brewers are 29-8 and now find themselves with a 6.5-game lead in the NL Central. Freddie Peralta gets the ball tonight looking for his major league leading 14th win of the season. Coming into the night with 13 wins on the year, he is the only National League pitcher sitting with 13 or more wins. Garrett Crochet of the Boston Red Sox, the only other pitcher with 13 wins this season. Another ace that the Brewers have beaten this season. So the crew goes for win number 11 in front of their home crowd tonight. It's Skeens and Peralta on the bump. First pitch here at American Family Field, set for 6:40. In Milwaukee, Drew Celli, Newswatch 12. Good evening and happy Friday night, and that means it's the Friday Night Blitz. My name is Drew Celli, and we have a full night ahead of us on the gridiron. We're going to start in Antigo with our game of the week, and it's one of the longest and biggest rivalries in Wisconsin high school football. Rhinelander and Antigo square off in the annual Bell game. Sports Director Saul Meyer is in Antigo and has the recap of one of the best rivalries in Wisconsin high school football. Well, thank you, Saul, and the Bell game certainly lived up to the hype. We're going to stick with the Great Northern Conference. Mosinee was on their home field tonight as they welcomed in the Tomahawk Hatchets. Tomahawk was coming off of a last-second fake field goal win over Rhinelander last week, while Mosinee was looking to bounce back from their first GNC loss since 2020 when they fell to Wausau East last week. So would it be the Hatchets on the road, or would Mosinee get back on track on their home field? Let's start in the first quarter. And the Hatchets, they came out swinging out of the gate. Tegan Sarazen going right up the middle. He is going to break a huge gain all the way into the Mosinee red zone. And they would capitalize on that. Braden Larson going to punch this one in from a couple yards out. And the Hatchets strike first. But back comes Mosinee. Junior quarterback Treeve Stoffel. He had a big night. He's going to move a bit to his left and fire the deep pass to Jarek Seeger, who brings it in. That would be a gain of 58. Mosinee would go on to win this one 28-14. Now to Eagle River, where the Northland Pines faithful was jacked up for their homecoming game versus Clintonville. Clintonville trying to convert a 3rd down, but the Eagles defense, they play a game of meat at the quarterback. Clintonville forced to punt. That's when Pines would get it going on offense. Aiden Minks drops back, finds Jacob Beer for a quick game. That drive would stall, but that's when they would bring in the big leg of Cody Voida. He would make a 45-yard field goal. This thing would have been good from 50. Pines, they don't take their foot off the gas. They win this one, 31-14.
She's Big Ten bound, and she's not looking back. Mosinee's Taylor Jersley gave her softball commitment to the Northwestern Wildcats this past weekend. As one of the top juniors in Wisconsin, there were many coaches calling, but her visit to Northwestern sealed the deal on her future home.
I love the coaching staff. When I went and visited, everything just fit. Like, everything I was looking for was there, and I love the people there. It just felt like such a family, and they're very competitive. They've won the last 3 Big Ten tournaments, so obviously I like to win, and that's what they like to do too.
For the top recruits, September 1st is a day they all wait for, as it marks the beginning of the legal recruiting period. For Jerschley, it was a satisfying time as she realized years of hard work was being recognized by some of the top coaches in the nation.
Yeah, it was really special knowing people are there wanting me and stuff, and it was really nice to talk to all these coaches who do this for a living, obviously, and it was just really rewarding for all the work I've put in my whole life.
Mosinee head coach Cody Britsky still has 2 years coaching his star shortstop, but for him, that just isn't enough. He talked about the impact Taylin has on those younger than her, both on and off the field.
I could have her longer. I have a 5- and 3-year-old, and it's a perfect role model, school-wise, work ethic-wise. But yeah, like you said, a one of a kind, and it's somebody that if you had 9 of them, it'd be pretty unstoppable.
With 2 years left in the Mosinee Purple and fresh off an appearance in the state championship game, Jerschley has one goal in mind for her final 2 seasons on the high school diamond.
Yeah, I'm super excited for the next 2 seasons, and I think we could be very successful. And obviously, we want to get that gold ball next 2 years, so that's what we'll be working for.
For now, her sights are set on a state championship, but when these next 2 seasons come to an end, there's one happy Big Ten program awaiting the arrival of Taylin Jerschley.